Hey, John Ellison here from Happy Habits. In this week's issue, I want to share a few things about random acts of kindness. And the research has gone surprisingly deep into this. It shows that happier people are more motivated to do kind acts overall. They recall kindness in their lives more easily, and they do acts of kindness more often. So if you want to build sustainable happiness in your life, I really recommend experimenting and finding kind of toolkit of kind acts that you can do that really feel comfortable and life-giving for you. One thing I've experimented with is just buying somebody a coffee that I don't know. And it can be surprisingly hard at first to get yourself to do it, but it really works. It gives a kind of intense burst of positive emotion, and it can have a snowball effect that really changes the way that you see other people, see strangers, see people on the street. And so a couple years ago, I'll share a story about how I met a friend who was working at a homeless charity, and I asked them, like, what do you do when people ask for money? I never carry cash, and I don't know if that's the right thing to do anyway. And this person just encouraged me to, take time and buy them a coffee, have a chat with them, get to know them a little bit, and just treat them as humans. And I did this one day as I was coming back from a meeting where I landed a new project. I felt really kind of pleased with myself. And I saw this gentleman about my age sitting on the street outside a coffee shop asking for change. And I never ever carry cash. So I said, don't have any, I'm sorry, but you fancy a coffee? And sat down with him, had a cup of coffee and got a bite to eat, and was just sitting there. And it was amazing kind of hearing his story and recognizing kind of how similar we were in many ways, and how life had just handed us a completely different set of cards, and how I really wished him well and felt like I wanted to try and help in more ways, but also didn't want to pretend that I could fix the complex situation that he was in. And I remember drinking the end of that coffee there, looking at my own shoes that I'd spent good money on, just thinking, man, was that really the best use of that money? And with that emotion came a lot of feelings, maybe even guilt and possibly shame. But with it, it really began to challenge the whole kind of framework and mental model of my life and what I was aspiring for. As a designer, it can be quite easy to reach after nice things because you think they make you feel good, and a sense of order gives you a feeling of peace. But actually a really small thing like buying somebody coffee and having a chat with them and just being genuinely interested in their life can have a much greater impact on your sense of well-being than investing in nice things. So it's just a thought, an encouragement for this week. If you fancied giving this a go, let me know what you find. I hope you have fun as always. Be playful, be curious, and be kind to yourself. This journey of finding happiness in a crazy, over-connected and over-busy world can be hard sometimes. And always here to help if you want to chat through anything. Curious to hear how you're going. Thanks.